Hey there, it's Patmos and welcome back to our map 6 Max Garden House Town. Well, I think we have achieved quite a few maximum gardens, so that's working out well. And interesting thing is we're working on the brewery and stuff in both games, both map 7 and map 6. Now they're all pretty much going up the same rate, so we have about the same people and about the same years in each game. So that's fun, and even though the towns look completely different, the development in the end is quite similar. As we are now busy making the second hop yard, then getting the farm up and running, so that's all interesting. Now what we have to do is make sure that we get all the right boxes ticked like this, so that we don't hire people when we don't need them. We can do that for this one soon as well, because then this one is done and then we can just copy the settings and hopefully that will get us to a point where we can do a lot more stuff. Now, we have to do some more planning, and since we have a lot of houses here now and not a lot of jobs, and we do get more and more jobs over here, especially if we do all the brewery and stuff here, then we might have to consider building a few extra houses here, because if we find a brewery, we haven't built one yet, so I think I should do it in this area. So I think we have to start expanding these. Now that luckily is not the hard part, because what we can just do is plan out 3 houses like this. Have to rotate them slightly, I think, to match the... You can just hold the whole houses close together. You can see they're not perfectly straight, but if we do it like this, now it should be almost perfectly straight, and that way we can make it so that we can make a nice big street here in the middle. I do want a nice street here in the middle, so we're going to give them some space. But we also have some space to plant some trees and stuff. Then we'll build these 3 houses, just as we did right there, and then we're going to go around the corner and we'll do the 4 houses that they have like this. So this is basically going to be a pretty similar town to the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can do the same on this side. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then on this side we can do the same as we did on the other side. So 1, 2, and 3. But now it's going to be a bit cramped. So what I want to do is remove 1 house out of that row so that we have an opening there. And then this should make for a nice new area where we can live. Now we should also probably start by setting up some stuff like the well. And make sure that everybody gets water in these areas. That we should probably set up a new market area. Although, yeah, there's no market here. They're all the way over there. But I think they can make that. So we might not have to do that. That could be interesting. Let's check this. Yep, they're filled up with logs. We still have a lot of logs to be taken out, so bye-bye logs. And now we have made a whole bunch of houses for that area, or at least we planned them. And as soon as they are done, we can hopefully welcome a lot of new people, and they can all work in here. Now the second hop yard is done, so what I'm going to do is apply to all. Now this one has the same settings. And for the next year, that would mean that we should get hops in already. Now, if they finish the farm, and they're busy with it, and we can get the first 6 fields up and running, that would mean that we can also get barley in. And, yeah, we don't have barley yet, but if we can get that in as well, we can also start to work on the beer brewer. And I would love that. So that's something to aim for. Although the brewer is not the thing I'm looking forward to the most. We just want this all done. There comes the last thatch, and now they can finish it. This guy can do it on his own. Very good. Now, luckily, we have some time to set this up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna start with fields number 1, 2, and 3 for now. Let's get a manager and hire... Well, we don't have to hire too many ladies yet. We can do that later. We can do barley, and nothing, actually, because, well, with barley, 50% each of the colors, you could do that. And that would mean that we would get a lot of barley out of this. We could also do barley in conjunction with some buckwheat, for instance. That can go together as well. But for that we also need these fields to be ready to have another row. So I'm going to activate these 3 fields. But they can start to work on those if we have the people and if we're ready. We're going to wait until these are completely ready. This one's going to take a lot of time. This one won't, so only 5 trees. So we'll probably set it up like this. I can just activate this one as well, it's fine. And then, yeah, we're gonna soon get into the new houses. That's probably a smart one. Let's get extra ladies in here if we can. Let's do this button so that they can be supplied by everything and stuff. That's better. And now we'll see how this goes. But I'm hopeful that we get, yeah, 3 ladies in there already. Just need a couple more, but these houses are going to help with that. And then at least we're going to get barley and hops. And then a next thing would be, or could be, yay, this field's done. Nice. Let's attach it here too. Let's set it up. This will start off with some buckwheat then, and we'll do the barley right there. And then the next field we'll have to see. I don't think it'll be ready in time because it needs 30 trees removed, and we need to remove these trees for the housing as well. So that's not gonna... Whoa, this has a lot of logs. Okay, bye-bye logs. They're gone. I think we just have to take our time a bit and not go too fast. We can put plenty of houses to build anyway. Messenger from Mirefa is coming in. We can buy some warm clothing, but we don't have to. Is there some stuff that we can sell? Well, actually, yes, there is. Dried fish. We have a lot of dried fish, so we could sell it. But on the other hand, we have enough salt to sell. We don't have iron to sell, of course, because this is not the map where we make our own iron. So we better not sell it. But on the other hand, all things look good. Nice. Well, we have the sheepies, which should be managed carefully. We have cows that should be managed carefully. But that should all be good, so no worries there. Dairies are doing a good job. I like that. And how are we doing? It's now almost the end of December, so now we get a good view for a full year. What do we have in perishing stuff? A little bit of beef, some cheese. Garlic. I think, actually... Yes, perished is the dark one. We've limited the perishment a bit, so that's good. We have some garlic perishing. Well, that's okay. I don't really mind. Horseradish also a bit perishing. A lot of potatoes perishing, so that could be a thing. Maybe we should just numb these down a bit to like... we're buying it from the locals, so if we can limit those things that we buy just to 250... That will already have an effect on spoilage as well. So I'm going to try to get the things that we buy from the locals down a bit so that there will be less spoilage in the end. If there's less in there that we're not using, then there's also less spoilage. So that's a way to look at it and a way to try and fix some spoilage issues. And there is still plenty to buy from the locals anyway, so we don't really have to worry about it. It's just that I want to make sure that we don't have too much stuff that spoils. There's so much in there already. They can sell it at any moment, so that's also not an issue. Let's make sure. And of course, if it spoils and we bought it, then that's money wasted. So if we can buy a bit less and have a bit less spoilage, that's just better for us. Alright, let's sell them the shoes that they're looking for. All other stuff looks fine. Alright. Do we need iron yet? No. Alright, very good, very good. Do we need some lime? No, not yet. Well, might just get it now. Let's just buy 2,000. We're making more money anyway. And we have plenty of money, so that should be okay. Still making fish. I'm gonna put some dried fish in the export stock. Because we can sell it here and there. And since we have so much, it might just be worth it. Not the worker, but yeah, this is better. Let's see the dried fish is only 500 and we have so many. why not up those numbers so that they get spread around town a bit more? They're not even trying to sell dried fish here, which is amazing. Let's get the sunflower oil out. We're selling that. Let's put in some dried fish. We have, of course, go to the market then. I make a mistake there? No. Okay. And get the sunflower oil out. And in for dried fish. But that should work. Yep. 450 dried fish incoming now. That's way better because the dried fish is something that we have an abundance of and that we're specifically making for the town. Oh, and here we're also buying a lot of these goods. And I'm not 100% sure we need these numbers. So let's do it like this. Put some dried fish in here too. Probably at some point we'll run out. But that's not the biggest issue. See, here we can sell some dried fish. I think we were also busy with trying to get some soap, but I highly doubt that we got everything already. Or we do, but we're just not making another soap. Let's find the ash. Yeah, we have the ashery and the soap works. We actually have soap. We don't seem to be spreading it out around town a lot then, because, I mean, this granary... We can handle soap in this market stall, but we need a place to store the soap, I guess. That is probably a little bit more centralized. Do we have a soap one? Lime, wood, salt. Okay. Ah, yeah, here we have one for soap. There's not a lot of soap in there, but there's also no worker in there. Let's get a worker in. Oh, no, I want a lady in here, please. Let's set it up, yes. That's all good. Maybe we should put 2 ladies in there. So that at least they can start to stack up on some soap. Because there's a lot of soap in the soap works. I think actually they're not really making any more soap right now. Because there's so much in there. Yeah, now finally they're taking it out so that they can keep producing soap. Should have quite a bit of tallow too, I think. Oh, only 15 now. Alright, so we're almost out of tallow. Oh, well, that's okay. That means that at least now we're using it. It's not spoiling, so that's good. Let's keep our eyes on this little area now, because the farm is up and running. We can see that it has all the ladies, and most of the houses still had some trees that need to be removed, but that's already done. We can see that the first 3 houses are built already. House number 4 is coming in. So this new area will be ready quite quickly. Somebody moved in with the relatives and now they left the home. And that home should now be available for somebody else to get into. Probably a new family married into that house already. I like the mechanic that they do that now. So that villagers that are living alone will try to move in with relatives. So that they don't occupy a full house on their own. That really makes you have more homes. I love that. Alright, 1, 2, 3 fields. 1, 2, 3 fields. We should probably get 3 fields up here then. That means more trees to be removed, so I'm gonna give them some time for that. Because they still have a lot of trees to be removed, so I'm not going to bother myself too much with it. Ooh, these are spinning nicely. How much hay do we have in town? 18,000. So we have hay. Yeah, here's quite a few. Here's quite a bit of hay, but there's not a lot here. 2 hay barracks. And I think I want a lot of these filled up more than they are right now. So let's make another hay barracks here. That's to start with. No, that's the charcoal pile. That's the wrong one. I need the hay dryer. Probably can't fit one in there, no. Because we have 6 here to fill 4 of these, but that's not going to cut it. So we are going to have to increase the numbers, but I don't think a lot of workers can reach these actually. So what we might just do in order to get some extra hay is put up a couple here, so that at least there's more chance that there's workers close that can actually fill these up. And even if the hay is just on there, that's already a bonus. Let's do it before that house, so they have to remove that tree first. That's a bonus. That means that we get extra hay even if it's just sitting on the hay dryer. On the hay dryer. Yeah, that will be better. Alright, well, they should be sewing this in. But all the ladies are now, of course, at work on the farm. So I should probably do this, apply to all. And I should extend it a bit, so to April as well. Just to make sure. Yeah, see, this one is now sewing. And right now you can't really see if everything is sewn in, but later on we can. But they start on the front, and now they're moving all the way back. So this one is going well. This one now has the first. And they're actually actively sewing it in now, which is really cool. That should give us a good yield of hops. But this one needs a lot more. Now, luckily, since we have so much time for the hops, it does not really matter when you sow it in. It just takes 4 months to grow, and then they will start to harvest it. So you'll always get a pretty even yield as long as you finish before the end of the sowing season. Right, sowing. This is still sowing. Growth. Okay, this one is done. Still the end of March, so that one was done on time. This one isn't. I should probably get the ladies out of here now. So that they can go to this one and start to sew in here, because this is not how I want it. Have to set it up again soon, but that's where the extra workers come in later on. They will go here and not somewhere else. Yep, there's 2 here now. But this means that now that they sow in April, if they sow in March, it will be ready in July. This will only be ready in August, so we need longer time to... April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, so we need more time to do the actual harvest. So might also need to get into September for the harvest. But we'll see. Have to find out, but that could be the case, so we'll see. Alright, sowing, sowing, sowing. Still sowing a little bit, so it's still not done. Well, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Only 17 more trees and this farm field's ready, so they do remove a lot of trees in a short period of time. That actually is really good. But I'm just not satisfied with it. I want more. Oh, these doesn't even have logs right now. That's a good job. Growing! So this one is done now too. So I'm going to remove everybody so that they can do different jobs. And then after this month, I'll set it up again. That should fix things. And then hopefully during the next year, things will go slightly better. Alright, let's sell some extra shoes. Let's sell a bit of sunflower oil. That should be it. Oh, yeah, we can't sell Horilka. We might have to buy some booze again to not run out. Do we have mead? 4,000. Oh, okay. And we have almost 3,000 Horilka, so we're still good. I was already getting scared that we had another lack of booze and then the tavern's not working and then we can't get new people in. Alright, we have 1 house, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 houses out of the 2, 4, 6, 7 that have new families in. Only 2 have married families in, so we got new people in town. That's great. That's amazing, actually. I love that. That is going well. Alright, here we go. Now, let's put on the on-season again on 5. Do apply to all. Now they will hire on the on-season 5 ladies again. And luckily the harvest should now be before the farm starts to harvest. So they can go in here, do the harvest, and then later on help out on the farm as well. So that will be helpful. 9 more trees to go in here. So we could probably then plant those extra fields. Is this enough space? Yes, it is. Alright, let's see. 30 wide. And all the way to the back. Yes, okay. Okay, that's one. And we'll do one next to that. We get these fields up and running too, then we'll have a fully functional farm with 9 fields. I would be so happy with that. That would also get us the extra yield that we need in terms for buckwheat and stuff for a while, so we don't have to worry about that then. Alright, that's 3 extra fields. These 2 are sown in as well. See, they're both growing with some extra barley and buckwheat. I guess we now need to worry about stuff like storage. We have to store all the goods somewhere for the... I think this could be the area where we build the actual brewer. It's not too close to housing. I built the brewery right here then, like this. Because then we can build the charcoal pits. Because they are going to need some charcoal right here. 1, 2, 3. Then they're at least not too close to the people. Then we need a couple of wells for it to supply it with clean, fresh water. That can go right there. And then the storage, at least the granary, can go opposite to the... basically, these are also stockpiles. But they can go opposite to that. And now we just need some warehouses to store all the goods that come out of it. And store the hops. So this all together will make one big area for the brewery. Now, the brewery is one of the things we're going to build last. I want all the storages up first, except the one for the beer. So that's how we're going to roll with it. But these will go last. Is field now ready? Oh, it's ready. I don't think we can still sew it in. That would be even better, but... right, did I link it to this one now? Yes, I did. I just have to move it up a bit so that it's attached to these fields. Then we should have a fallow field. Oh, that's good. Fallow, barley, and buckwheat. Activate. There we go. Alright, that works, that works. 6 fields up and running. So yeah, that field can go there too. The fields can go later on. I want the houses done and then the whole infrastructure for the... Ooh, and we can really see the hops growing now. You can also see the difference between this farm that started to sow earlier and this one starting to sow later. These plants are way bigger already. But these ones will be done at some point. These won't then. So, I have to see how that goes. We can also see that the hay dryers are well in use now. I like that. That means that we're going to get some extra hay in, hopefully. And hopefully they can now fill up all the hay barracks again. So that we have plenty. Yeah, they're really filling them up already. And these two, hopefully as well. Probably fill these first, but that's okay. They should be able to completely fill them before we do anything else. And before the sowing season is over, so then they can also fill the ones all the way up there at some point. Are they actually using these now too? I highly doubt it. Yeah, actually, there's a man going there. Yeah, they're doing those too. Great. Not a new family settling in town. This is so nice. We have 2 married families here now, but also a new family coming in, so that's great. And now this neighborhood's almost done already. Okay. Let's slow down a little bit. We have to take our time a bit. I mean, I love it, especially now that my computer works properly. I can run speed 3 easily. I think there was really something wrong with all the Windows settings and stuff, and something was very odd because, well, it's running way better now. And that also means that it can perform better, which is great. So, I love that. Yeah. Getting good amounts of dry grass in here, so that will produce a lot of hay. Oh yeah, they're a long way from being filled. Oh, these 2 are almost filled up. That's great. These 2 still have some way to go. Yeah, this one's probably almost empty now, but they'll get there. They'll get there. Now it's July, and this is still in the growing phase. They can actually hire a couple of ladies, which is good. And this one should be the first to actually start the harvest. But probably not until the date of the first. Or maybe the last. I think once the last one was actually sown in, that will be the time that the harvest starts. We'll have to give it a bit of time, but then we get our first hops. I'll have to remain in the building for a bit, because our storages aren't up yet, but that will be fixed later on. And now I think we don't have to buy any mead. Because quite simply, we are not going to buy it anymore. We'll just be producing our own beer and maybe even exporting some of that. Next house done. No family getting married. That probably means a new family. Next house. All the supplies are there. Look at them going. They're building that house too. It is great. And this is still growing. Probably till halfway or the end of the month, because then it was done. So, yeah, we have to take our time. All the ladies are in there. That's a good sign. That means that they can start to harvest quickly. Here's a new family coming in. Nice family. Welcome. Let's see what happens here. Will they get married or will we get a new family? Always a big question. 638 people. Going into a big town. Yep, nobody getting married and moving in, so... okay, here we go. Growth and growth, growth and growth. Come on. Be done growing. Get me some hops. I would love that. No, keep saying growing, so we'll have to wait. Nazaria Tichenko has died of an illness. That's not good. A new family settling in town. That is good. This area is now completely done. We have a lot of newcomers in town. Wow, look at that. Now, these should start to harvest pretty soon now. March, April, May, June, July. Oh, it takes 4 months for the hop, so it's really going to be the end of July anyways. I have to set this up differently, not July, but August. Just going to start with this in August and September. That's probably better. Same here, because in July they did not do anything, and that was 5 people occupied. So this is better. See, now these are awaiting the hops. These are actually working. 4 ladies in there now. They're actually picking up the hops. Oh, they can do that fast. And look at how much hops we get. That's great. Oh, another big hay barracks is done. Hopefully they can fill that one. Oh, this one is starting to fill up now. That's great. That's great. So they actually do bring stuff in. I like that. And of course the cows are not eating any hay at the moment. They're all in pasture. Same for the sheep. So that should save a lot of money. Now the work on the farm starts. So I'm happy that we have these ladies in here now. And these are just waiting, but these are, oh wow, quite far in already. And 1,400 hops already, and they're not even done. Boy, how many hops are we gonna get out of this field? I believe beer goes in batches of 500, and you can do 3 batches at the same time. So you just need 1,500 hops to make 1,500 beer or something like that. We get almost 2,000 hops in here. August. Alright, well we can get rid of September then. They don't need that. These might, although the harvest is starting here too, so let's see how they do. But maybe we can just tell them to also not work her in September. Then they can switch to the farms, which then still have plenty of time to fix everything. That should not be a problem. Right, the wells are coming in. We have the charcoal piles. 2 have burned already. 1 is waiting for workers, but they're all working on the farm now, of course. Here we get the granary. The granary is basically for the barley that we're gonna get in. And then the warehouse is for all the hops. Well, 1,900 hops in here. I wonder how many we can get from this one. But then in the end, it might just be that we end up with almost 4,000 hops. That should keep our brewery quite busy when we get to the point that we have the actual brewery. So that will be interesting. And I like it that we can focus a bit on one type of production now in an episode and then just work on that and see how that goes. I also see that we have a field up and ready. Great. Not sure yet what we're going to do there, so I'm just going to leave it open, not activate it, but might be just some extra food or something. Alright, here we have our granary. This is where we can put in the barley, and we're going to stack it up completely with 10,000 units of barley. And we'll put 1 lady in there for sure and for a long time. And then they can just hire laborers. That should be good. And then here we have one for the hops that we have. We're also going to completely fill this with hops. So we will never run out of hop space. Set this up the same. And now once the farm work is done, they can really start to fill this up. And we're going to start with the brewery now. Before we do that, we have a messenger from Balaklia. Let's buy some iron. Deal. Do we need lime? No. Sheep? No. We need nothing else here, I think. Oh, we can get some stones, probably. Anything to sell? Well, 400 of that. We can sell 1,000 dried fishes. Oh, that's nice money, actually. And that's it. That's all we're going to sell to this town. At some point, the messenger from Dakachi will come again, which is awesome. That will grant us a lot of goods. This has 15 logs. This one has 44 logs again. Let's get rid of those. They can keep working again. Well, the brewery is a lot of work. You can see they already brought in 28,000 wood and we're not even there yet. And still more stuff to come. 1,815 and 1,780. But there's already 200 in here, so... I want the exact number. How many hops did we produce? We produced 3,838 hops. That is a crazy amount. The charcoal pit's burning. That's great. We just have to finish this building now. And when it's done, we can set it up for beer production. Ooh. Let's get it over with. No required resource in the export stock. Sunflower oil. Oh, that's weird. Oh, apparently somebody couldn't pick it up. Then I guess should have been in there because I put it in there and it was there when I said so. But it's fine. Alright, the gardens are now doing the harvest. So, yeah, we'll see some big numbers there. But that's fine. They can eat that themselves. I don't mind. Next field up. Cool. And just one more to go. 17 trees away for another field. Once we have that set up, we have this extra functioning farm. It's October. 2 months to go until the snow. So there's still time to get everything in. Of course, this farm has the hardest time getting all the people in. But we'll see. For now, let's call this episode quits. Next time, we're going to finish the brewer, set everything up, and expand with even more housing because I want to keep the town growing and we still need a lot more hands. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.